It is going on 10:30 in the morning on New Year's Day here in Accra, Ghana, 10:30 a.m. GMT. I'm sure all of my people who follow me in Eastern Standard Time, Pacific Time, you all are sleeping. You had your all-night celebrations for New Year's Eve. Even some of my Ghana people, probably some of you are sitting there in bed after a long night of celebrating going into the new year. We are into 2021. Who would have thought? We've come this far. We had such a crazy 2020, and I know that a lot of people had high hopes for 2020. And the way that things went, things just got really derailed for a lot of people based on situations. And for some, it was a horrible year. A lot of people, there's a lot of loss, a lot of pain, a lot of sickness, and a lot of challenges last year away because it's now the 1st of January 2021. Because there's a lot of things that happened last year that are carrying through into this one. It's a matter of how we manage it and how we move forward, how we get through the challenges that we were faced with last year. But it's very important to remain hopeful that things are going to be better, and to be strategic with how we're going to do things to move forward into this new year, further into this decade of the 2020s. So I am at our office right now. We are going to be going to Winneba for a festival that's happening in Winneba, which is in the central region of Ghana. We're going to be going another road trip. So yesterday we were in the eastern region. I was going to do a live stream, but I decided not to because of the fact that that area, the internet is not the greatest. So I know that the live stream would have been even worse than it often is. So I know a lot of people make comments that the video is bad when I do live streams. I really don't have any control over what happens with the internet. Unfortunately, this is one of the things, if you decide, when you compare the internet to being in the US or being in Canada or the UK, where internet is always almost perfect all the time, that's not the case here. So sometimes the live streams are not the greatest, but in any case, I keep trying because I like to have the vibe of having live interactions with you and chatting with you while you're here. I do see that there is somebody in the comments. Those of you who follow me know that I have reading glasses and I need them to read when I'm reading the phone because it is small. So let me see. The first to be here, Kobe. Thanks for tuning in this morning. I know it is early for New Year's Day. There's a lot of people who will still be in their beds because they had a late night. Maybe they were at church, or maybe they were at a party. They were somewhere that kept them busy through the night. And so this is early for a lot of people. But anyway, I'm here. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be going to Winneba, which is in the central region. Happy New Year, Timothy. Thanks for tuning in. It's very early for you. You must be coming in from some celebration. Actually, I shouldn't say coming in necessarily, because there's a lot of people who are in places of lockdown where you couldn't go anywhere. The furthest you may have gone is from your living room to your fridge to get your drinks for your celebration at home. Here in Ghana, there is no lockdown, so there's a lot of people who actually went out to events, gatherings, to church services. But I do understand that there's a lot of people living places that are in lockdown and can't go anywhere. You can't be gathering with lots of people. But I hope that whatever you did, you're able to still have some positive vibes. You're able to still have something. This is like, I don't know what happened on TV because I haven't watched TV in a long time. But it's like every year the tradition in the US and other places too has been having these large gatherings for New Year's Eve. Like Times Square, in Toronto, it'd be at Dundas Square, people would be at, or they would be at Nathan Phillips Square. And I'm sure that did not happen this year because of the pandemic. So I hope that whatever you all did for New Year's Eve into Happy New Year. Theophilus, good morning. Thanks for joining. Happy New Year. So, everyone who is here, I just want to say thank you for following, liking, sharing, subscribing my content over the past year. It has been a really great experience sharing some of my experiences, sharing knowledge, having some of the guests that I've had over the last year when I did some live streams interviewing people. Um, it's been a really, really fantastic time sharing with you all. And I appreciate those of you who've been here for the ride, and that those of you who will continue to stick around as I continue to share more and more. I find it's been easy for me to do live streams lately, especially when I'm, out and about and doing things. Especially my laptop crashed. So I'm not able to even edit videos on my laptop. So anything I've been doing has been through my phone over the last month. It's been through my phone. I've been editing on my phone. For those of you who may want to be producing stuff on your phone, the app that I use for video editing on my phone is Power Director, and I've actually upgraded so that you don't have their logo on the videos, and then you have more functionality, and you also have more options of things you can do with the app when you upgrade to the Pro version instead of using the free version, which is very limiting. So yeah, I don't have a laptop. I don't have my laptop anymore. So it's been challenging to get things done too, because things that I need to write on Microsoft Word and stuff, I do it on my phone, and it's not as fun doing it on your phone as it is on the laptop. We have a bigger screen, bigger keyboard, typing up documents, typing up reports, typing things up on the phone isn't always ideal. So I know the phone is powerful. The phone is like a complete machine in itself. But as far as comfort for some things, like even like Google Sheets or Excel, it's really, really, to me, it's really annoying to look at on the phone, especially because, with my reading and needing the glasses for small print, it's really not the most ideal situation. So anyway, hopefully it's one of the things here in Ghana that can be challenging. I actually thought to myself, if I was in Canada, my laptop situation would have been taken care of within a few days, because I would have just went to Best Buy and gone to the Geek Squad and had them do what needs to be done. Instead, I had someone that was highly recommended. He's great in helping me fix it. The challenge has been with the SSD solid state drive that I need in the laptop. I went to a store to buy, and turns out it was faulty. I went back. They gave me the same one, but made it seem like they gave me a new one to exchange, but it was the same one they gave me. I went back to the technician who was fixing my laptop. He told me that they gave me the same one. The serial number on it was the same. There was a fingerprint on it that was the same. And so then I went back, and just wasn't very helpful, and I ended up just getting my money back, which was a drama to get my money back. So now, because I've been so busy with work, I haven't had the time to even go to a store to go and take the time to go and find the new SSD. So I'm gonna have to do that probably next week. Hopefully it'll be taken care of, and then I'll be back to normal with having my laptop to use. So anyway, hope you're all well, and you're gonna have a great day. Let me continue to read the comments. Let's see. Bernard says, good morning. Good morning, Bernard. Nefertem says, greetings, Ivy. Thanks for all the reporting from Ghana. How can the subscribers send you a new laptop? Well, I wasn't asking for people to send me a new laptop. I mean, if somebody wanted to, that would be great, but I wasn't asking. I just was venting about my experience right now with what I need to do with the laptop. I do have PayPal, a PayPal link that people have sent donations in the past for. You can feel free to use that link if you wanted to support me in continuing my journey of sharing content. Yeah, It's a ride. It really is a ride. So yeah, so this is where I'm sitting outside of my office, just to show you, if any of you haven't seen my office area before. Let me get up. I'm sitting on the steps right now. I'm the first one here. I thought we were leaving at 10 o'clock this morning, but I'm the first one here. I think our bus is here. So this is the Accra Tourist Information Center. This is where our office is for Beyond the Return, and it was also the case last year for Year of Return. This place is really easy to find. So in case any of you haven't seen this before, because I have shown it before on one of my other videos, but in case you haven't seen it before, this is our office building. This shop here called Maraba had some really amazing stuff that was made in Ghana, but unfortunately they've been closed. They've been closed since the pandemic, and I don't know when they're going to open again, but they've been closed because they obviously, with no tourists that were coming for a few months, they had no sales. So this is the big wall in front of our building that has this poster of Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston is in the WWE, and he was the first African to win the WWE belt, the title champion. So yeah, so Beyond the Return, a decade of African Renaissance, 2020 to 2030. So this is our office. This is the first time I've been able to capture the whole thing, because there's no cars parked here because it's a holiday, 1st of January, so nobody's here. So yeah, it's kind of cool to have this shot here. Let me walk forward so that it's more in the shot. Yes, so that's our office building. For those of you who may want to come, if you're in town, you want to see us. But actually, we're not even in the office right now. I mean, like, we're not working regularly in the office for you to pop by. That won't be until after the 5th, when someone will be in the office regularly again. But for now, we've been traveling for some events. I keep putting my finger in front. Across the street is a place called Afrikiko, where there's a lot of activities that happen, and there's restaurant. The vegan restaurant is over there, Mahogany. Nobody's open right now except for the pharmacist. So let me just walk around and keep on chatting. I hope that you all have something exciting planned for the day, or maybe you're just going to relax and do nothing. Some of you can't really do anything, actually. I just keep remembering that the pandemic, a lot of places are shut down, on lockdown, so there's a lot of people who can't really do much. But if you're locked down and you're with your family and friends, then it's nice to be with them, because it's beautiful to be with family and friends. That's one positive that came out of the 2020 pandemic, is a lot of people started to reconnect with family members and friends that they hadn't spoken to in a long time, or hadn't spoken to in years, and got reconnected, and realizing the value of life. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today, this visit to Winneba. So Winneba has this festival every year, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm tired, so I apologize with my delays when I'm talking. I'm tired. And I actually didn't do anything special for New Year's Eve. For those who may want to know, I stayed home, and I had intended on watching something online that was like a year in review, or some kind of countdown, or a church service online. But after I got home, we had the whole day in the Eastern region at Bunsu Eco Park, and after the day, we did zip lining and a canopy walk, which I am terrified of canopy walks. There's a video that I have from when I went to Cocoon Park, and I was terrified, like terrified. And then it happened again yesterday. I was terrified again, and the team was shocked at how terrified I was. It was funny. Now I look back, it's actually funny. Maybe I overreacted to the feeling, but I don't like those super high heights. I really don't. So anyway, yeah. So I was so tired that when I got home, all I did was go to sleep. I got home and I went to sleep. This better? Yeah. So I got home and I went to sleep. So I slept through the new year. I slept through the new year. But it's okay. My body needed the rest. And it's a glorious day today. The sun is shining. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I have friends and family. I've got a job. And I got to be grateful. So positive vibes for 2021. Um, and I want to share some of the video footage from the Bunsu Eco Park because it's a place that a lot of people don't know about. It is in the eastern region. It's on the road that's on the way to Kumasi, but it's just before the city of Osino. There's a place called Lindador, which is a rest stop that has a lot of restaurants and a washroom and all that. Once you pass that place, you would be turning right on a road that takes you to Bunsu Eco Park. It's on Google Maps, so you can always find it. So if you come to Ghana and you want to we want to do something different, you can go to that place. It's a great place to go. I just paused because I saw that the internet was delaying. Butterfly species that are there. There's some places for the kids to play, like slides, and they have their own mini canopy walk that they can do for the children. It's very mini, and then there's the zip lining and the canopy walk that I mentioned before. And there's a lot of history on those grounds. The place has been there for a long time. I think it was opened initially in the 30s, and it's continued developing over the decades. And I think there's a lot of people who live around there who may not even patronize it. They said it's only 5 cities to go to this place. Yesterday they were charging 10 because there was the African Food Festival, which unfortunately there weren't a lot of food vendors there to make it a real strong food festival. But we had a great experience going around the park grounds and hearing from the tour guide telling us all about the different trees and the fruits and things that grow in that area. So there's a lot of richness in the eastern region that a lot of people don't get to explore because people come to Accra and they often stay in Accra. And if they go out when they're traveling, they usually go to Cape Coast. That's the typical tourist trip. I highly recommend if you have a family, you've got kids, and you come to Ghana to go to the Bunsu Eco Park because it's a great opportunity for you to explore something different and learn some history and see some of the great things that are growing in the country. So let me see if there's any more comments. Got to put my reading glasses on so I can read these comments. Samuel says, you are out of this world. I'm a big fan. Wishing you best for 2021. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Zephania says, thank you, Ivy, for venting your frustrations in polite and humble fashion, something many others could learn from. But if I share the video of my fear on the canopy walk, you will see how I was not so calm. It's like a whole different side of me when I'm like so scared on that canopy walk, and I'm wondering if I should share that clip. I can look back now and it's funny. But yes, thank you so much. Nefertem says, I will do my part by donating shortly. JC, hi Ivy. Thank you for saying you're going to make. JC says, I mean, Eastern region has got lots to offer, so many places to see. Yeah, there's places to see. And even like if you go to Kwewu, that area, there's a new hotel there called Rock City. I know there's some other YouTubers who've talked about it. I know that Wodemaya went to Rock City, and I think he showed a video about that place. that is a hotel that is in Kwewu, and that's a place that people often go to go see the mountains. They have a paragliding festival there. I wish they did the paragliding every weekend, but the paragliding is only twice a year. So if you're trying to figure out your timing, the paragliding festival in Kwewu Mountains in the eastern region is in April, either March or April, depending on when Easter falls, because they do it as part of the Easter festival, Easter celebrations. And then they do it again in September for World Tourism Day. World Tourism Day is, I believe, the 27th of September. So the paragliding in Ghana happens in the Easter season and late September for World Tourism Day. Now, I think they should be doing paragliding every weekend. It's a great tourist attraction. People get to experience something different in Ghana. I was talking to somebody, there's only one trained paragliding, what do they call them again? Pilot in Ghana. So whenever they do this festival, there are paragliding pilots who are flown in from other countries, from the US, parts of Europe, to come and help with it. Because there's not people fully trained in Ghana, only one guy. And that explains why you can't do a paragliding festival every weekend. Now, the thing with paragliding is when you are the pilot who pilots somebody who's on your back while you're up in the air, you have to have a certain amount of training, you have to have a certain number of hours, a certain number of jumps in order for you to qualify. Now, if things aren't happening all the time, how do you qualify, right? So then you don't have enough instructors here. And then the other thing is most of them who want to do it, they have to leave the country to do it. So the one guy, I interviewed him last year. I'll have to find that footage. I interviewed him last year, and he was saying how he was going to, I believe, Austria to go for more training and to do more jumps, because he said he wasn't. You have to prove you're going and coming back. And a lot of times, the truth of the matter is, it's hard for a lot of Africans in African countries to get visas to leave the country. So that could be a hindrance to someone wanting to learn more about the paragliding, or get more jumps, get more training, get more hours behind their belt so that they can be official pilots. So I'm hoping that something is going to be done to work towards that, because I really do think that would be a great boost in more tourism if there was, or more tourism experiences is what I mean. Because it doesn't even have to be people coming from outside the country. It could be people right here in Ghana who want to do paragliding, but it's not happening all the time. Because it would be a great, weekend trip, go do some paragliding, come back, So yeah, anyway, for those of you who want to do paragliding in Ghana, it happens in Easter season and in September. Got more comments coming through. Let me see what the comments are. Canopy walk, I can relate. Yes! Oh my gosh. It's insane the way I am with the canopy walk. Yeah. It's like I'm walking and I'm like imagining the ropes snapping and me falling and like thinking of... And I shouldn't think that way. So anyway, it's just, I got to get over that fear. And I feel like maybe I have to do it more, to face it more and keep doing it and it'll get better. I don't know. But then I think, why am I going to put myself in that situation? Let me just like chill. So yeah. So anyway, I will share some video from that. Hopefully you enjoy it and see what Bunsu Eco Park looks like. Learn a little bit about the place, a little bit about the plants that are there. And yeah, so today going to Winneba, I will be taking some shots for Beyond the Return, Ghana Tourism Authority. So we'll see if I'm able to sidetrack and do some stuff for my channel here as well. But overall today, I just wanted to say good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in right now, because there are good people in Australia who, hours ahead, Japan, because I have people who watch me from those places. And then if it's, other parts of Africa or in North America, it's early morning. Enjoy your New Year's Day. And be strategic with what you want for this year. That's going to be my thing, is I want to be more strategic and I want to be more intentional of the things that I do working towards future goals. Because I think that's one of the things that most of us in the world lack in reaching our goals and making an impact is being intentional, being strategic, being consistent, and being disciplined. Because discipline is a huge thing. Because when you're a kid, so for example, when you're a kid, your parents are the ones who discipline you. If you're supposed to do something, your parents will be the one to say, you got to do your homework, you got to do this, you got to do that. But when you're not a kid anymore, you have to discipline yourself. You have to be like, I got to do this, I got to get this done, I got to go here, I got to go there, got to go to the gym, got to write this story, got to, whatever it is you need to do, have to take this class, I have to, do this assignment, I have to do this project. So we have to discipline ourselves to get the things done that we need done, because we don't have, our parents aren't telling us what to do because we're grown adults at this point. So 2021, a year of intention, being strategic, discipline, and consistency. So thank you so much for watching today, and I'm wishing you all to have a fantastic 1st of January and beyond, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out. See you soon.